Longzhu's team composition, I do have to say, they're very, very all in. And I mean, they're gonna have a lot of one-item spikes, and they'll transition a little bit into the mid game, but a lot of it has a reliance on having an explosion, basically leading into the mid game, and constantly accelerating ahead of your opponent. They don't have the most scaling, not compared to BBQ. Rumble, if he can reach 6 items, Jace and Ezreal, gonna be extremely scary. And then the longer the game goes on, Lulu gonna prove to be more and more obnoxious against Longzhu's burst all-ins. So that's gonna be how they coordinate the team fights. You see Tempt not opting for a teleport. So he's gonna go into mid lane with an aggressive summoner, or defensive one, however you want to perceive that exhaust. Just mean that they won't have a 1-3-1 available to them necessarily.
Interesting that they take that second exhaust. You were talking about the all-in possibility, or, you know, kind of just that feeling that Longzhu has to go all in on a lot of these team fights. If you have a second exhaust, that's a pretty nice tool that you can use if the Vladimir is running into you, or if the Kha'Zix tries to jump in onto your back line. So it'll help in the lane, but also a little bit later on in the game, mid and late game. So taking a last look here at the compositions: Nautilus, Kha'Zix, Vladimir, Ashe, and Karma for Longzhu. And
now Rumble, Elise, Jace, Ezreal, and Lulu for BBQ. We'll have to see what they can do with it. And again, BBQ, they do have the luxury of the scaling on their side, but they're going to have to weather the storm early on.
That's going to be the key for them here. So let's see how it goes down in Game 1 of Longzhu versus BBQ. Might have to wait for the next wave.
Bless might just disrupt this recall and keep him underneath his turret. They know that Expression doesn't really have the mana to do anything here. And oh, he's actually stuck between a rock and a hard place.
He's going to choose the Elise, and it's not going to help him out. First blood given over to Crazy in the top lane. And here he comes again. Down comes the Rumble ultimate. They're going to outburst that damage onto Expression. It looks like Rumble has to get out of there with that ultimate. He almost dies. Bless going on in. So low there is Crash, or rather Expression, but he does eventually go down in a pretty scary tower dive that they make work. Really nice cocoon there. Not able to flash it, unfortunately, is Crash. And Bless and Crazy will get away.
Equalizer and the way that Longzhu tries to engage, and that's going to enable Jace and Ezreal to keep on scaling up and hold that.
Yeah, the flash away from Gorilla is not going to help him. The knockback there onto Prey. He flashes too, but goes down and gives another kill to Crazy. And this is beginning to get a little bit out of hand here for BBQ. Yeah. About him. Just tooting his nose. No one really hears it. And it seems like Longzhu want to turn this back on a Totoro. They might be able to pick up a kill. There they go. The isolated Lulu does meet her maker. Could look to make something happen. Here comes the ultimate, the stealth in from Crash. The equalizer coming down, but I think it's just going to be too much damage. Crazy fighting back, though. Almost gets the kill onto Crash, but eventually does go down. Uh-oh, being jumped here is Bless onto Crash. The Shock Blast does come out. He is going to repel up. Tempt is going 1v3 right now. Bless, he flashes the wall, but goes down to Vlad's ultimate, and all of a sudden, this is turning around. Crash able to pick up the kill onto Tempt. Now the rest of BBQ is on the run. Down comes Crazy. Ghost is going in for that kill. He will get it, but may just die for it. He's trying to do a bit of damage onto Gorilla. That he does, but eventually dies, and all of a sudden, this is an even game. In terms of the gold, dies for nothing. It's just never going to be worth it, even if he does get the kill. All the assist gold, and now Crazy's going to get jumped on here. And it looked like Crash ran right over a control ward as well, but he's finally beginning to have some amount of pressure on this map, as it doesn't seem like BBQ is really respecting him, as he's just creating kill after kill.
Now at this point, it's all about BBQ trying to salvage mid lane and all the vision control that surrounds it.
Well, they're going to beat a fight here, and that was really nicely done by Fly. Tempt jumping in once again. Fly going to flash away. Crazy going in for the flash as well. but not able to pick up anything. Slowed down here, not in a good position, and gets hit by the arrow now. It looks like he will survive somehow, some way. As no further engage out of Longzhu, they did not want to dive that turret. That was looking scary there for a bit for BBQ.
Well, it just seems like they have absolutely no damage foresight on this Vladimir pick. I mean, that honestly seems to be the only way to really describe what it is that we're watching. They're constantly handshaking on fights and trades that are never going to be favorable, and it's very bizarre to see. You have to wonder if they're beginning to till. Crash has a much easier itemization path than Bless.
Fly moving forward, Tempt. Jumping forward towards Fly. Fly will eat a bit of damage. It looks like BBQ is going to group up, but look at all that AoE damage coming out of Fly. Tempt will be in a bit of trouble, but he jumps in again. The Zonias is completed on Fly, but he may just die after that, and that he does. The re-engage here from Expression going 3v5. Lots of knockups, lots of very low members of BBQ, but everybody survives, and they pick up 2 kills.
That's actually a great opportunistic fight for BBQ. Longzhu, they can't afford to take skirmishes like that.
Okay, they're gonna re-engage here, and Expression flashes away and dies, baits in prey, and down he goes. That's a double kill attempt. And just when you thought Longzhu was coming back, they're like, here BBQ, it's White Day, we'll give you a nice little present.
They are all in with their team fights, heavy reliance on the summoner spells, so
there's the TP.
We're gonna get the all in, but
Fly's trading with Tempt up top, and Gorilla is going to be melted. Wow. Trying to go 1v2 against Crazy and Ghost is not going to go well. Tempt is going in, almost takes out Fly. The True Shot Barrage does not hit. The Equalizer is not going to hit Fly either. Expression all alone. Bless and Ghost going ham in the back line. Everybody may be going down here. Expression going to eat it too. Fly all alone goes down. That's 4 kills. Actually, that's the ace in total for Longzhu. All of them going down. BBQ with a massive team fight. Now they're going to push this inhibitor.
Yeah, Ghost going absolutely nuts, and huge credit to Tempt for locking up Fly. Really weird when you look at Longzhu's team composition, and there's sort of like a, what is it called, a transformer, where they all need to really just be together in order for it to work. And
their powers combined.
Yeah, when Fly was so out of position and late to arrive, it's actually going to be the game.
Yeah, that's going to be it. Game 1 goes over to BBQ as Longzhu gets aced at their tier 2 mid turret. And down they go.
Fine, and it would be a soft counter to that rise. And Longzhu are going to be able to actually pick up the Karma in the end. I like Longzhu's team composition a lot more than I like BBQ's, but again, a little bit heavy reliance on acting as a unit. Now that they're on red side, the 1-3-1 a little bit weaker than if they were on blue. Rise, though, able to do a little bit of interesting stuff with Kha'Zix in the later stages. You can have Rise auto-attack the turret and Kha'Zix peel, or you can have Rise and Shen actually split together. So definitely some interesting gears available for Longzhu the longer that the game goes on, but the mid game is going to be the part where they really need to find a way to stabilize through it. When Ghost has his Trinity Force and his Miramana completed, and Tempt gets his Seraph's Embrace and stuff, it's going to be very difficult for Longzhu with how their champions itemize to live through that, but if they can, they'll have a lot more flexibility in the late game.
Yeah, so things looking a little bit better for them this time. We'll see if that heavy focus on the Ashe pick works out for them. The Enchanted Crystal arrows were decent in game 1, but they weren't really able to set up too much from them. So taking one last look at the compositions. See that one there for BBQ. Here's Longzhu.
Shen, Kha'Zix, Rise, Ashe, and Karma. Lots of engage potential, lots of pick potential. And that's going to be the way that they're going to approach BBQ. And as long as they can get their stuff together, it might pan out a lot better for them and then in game number 1.
So let's find out how it does go, guys. Going into game number 2 right now of Longzhu versus BBQ. You go look at Pokemon, there's so many of those. Okay, hold on, we're about to have a fight. Can he land the dredge line? There it is, and lots of damage going out onto Fly. He does have the flash, but he uses it and goes down anyway. Tempt with the follow-up. Not even sure that he needed to use that, but in the end, does pick up first blood anyway. Now Longzhu waiting for Bless here, but actually it's the counter gank going in from behind. Tempt not able to land that. Here comes Shannon in. Crash able to flash his way out to safety, but Crazy teleporting in. Fly is going to meet his maker. Does not have flash. Down he goes.
Rotated Fly now into bottom, but now they're having to come back up.
Look at this. They may want to convert this onto Expression here. Waiting for that flash. Does come out, and they will not be diving that turret. Not going to get too crazy, but at least they do burn a summoner.
They need to try to find some sort of an angle in a team fight, but you can see they don't have any proper flank wards, so that means that their engage is going to come off of a stand united here. Fly has a little bit of a mini flank, but it's not the best. BBQ even knows exactly where he is.
Oh, the flash forward. He catches Gorilla. Gorilla will go down. Fantastic engage there from Tempt. Now everybody else from Longzhu is on the run. Fly still behind. Looks like they will return to taking down that Mountain Drake. Crazy and Tempt, though, they do want Prey. Gonna try to Rune Warp out of there, and there they do go. The escape path granted by the Rise, but they give up the Mountain Drake and another kill.
And because they knew the angle that they had in that Expression, oh, well, it might not be over yet.
Yeah, and there's the teleport. This is a very extended fight coming in here. Will they actually continue to engage? No, it looks like Ghost able to Arcane Shift out, and that's the teleport down now for Expression. Oh, they're going for it. They're going for the Baron. They want to force a fight here. Let's see how Longzhu does handle this. The teleport coming on in, and tons of damage coming out onto this BBQ lineup. Fly from the top side this time is being cornered, though, in a way. Stand United forced to come out there to save him. It looks like BBQ might be able to come back here. No, they do pick up Gorilla on the backside. BBQ, they may want to re-engage here. Ghost, though, does get flashed upon. Crazy, taking way too much damage from Prey. Here comes this Rune Warp, trying to get up on into Blast. There's the slow double kill given to Prey. Another kill going down as Totoro goes down, and well, can Tempt actually do anything? No. Prey just given so much room to do consistent DPS throughout that entire fight.
Longzhu are going to be able to convert this into a Baron capture. It seems very unlikely that Tempt would be able to stop this, and I do have to say that that was one of the worst Baron calls I've ever seen in LCK. You can see Fly constantly escorting minions into mid lane, and I like this. This is a very nice, methodical just execution. It's a slow and steady bleed of BBQ that they can't respond to.
That's another inhibitor going down, and bot inhibitor is very close after they take out this turret. Looks like BBQ trying to engage here. Ghost trying to get onto Fly, taking so much damage. Can they even take him out? The answer is so close, but not quite. And meanwhile, it looks like Longzhu in the back is going to turn this one 5v4. Prey will be able to do a ton of damage once he gets up next to them. And there's not really much that BBQ can do to fight this one. So many minions pushing into the Nexus turrets at the same time. Prey going 1v3, flashing forward. That's going to be the end of this one. Double kill going over to Prey. Cassiopeia goes down well, and game 2 will be going over to Longzhu.
I mean, the Thresh and Talia offer them a lot more in the mid game than a Tom Kench would, but it does force Fly to play a little bit differently. They are going to have a Baron breaker, but there's not much to be breaking as BBQ has no stall potential with their team comp. And I mean, picking up the Ahri, this is a champion I've been very vocal about in the last few weeks, where it's basically a more utility version of Syndra in some ways, and she doesn't really have a theme to her. And when you look at BBQ's team composition, it looks like something straight out of solo queue. Whereas Longzhu, you can see that they have a lot more gears available, and their composition is much more versatile.
Very curious to see how Crash is going to do this time on a new jungler. No more Kha'Zix out of him. Perhaps he gets a bit more aggressive. hopefully.
Well, even if he's not that aggressive, Graves is certainly one of the champions that you are rewarded for just not being aggressive and farming up endlessly. And so here we go, Nautilus, Graves, Celia, Jhin, and Thresh for Longzhu here in game number 3, and it's responded to by BBQ with Shen, Gragas, Ahri, Ashe, and Lulu.
Lots of pick.
Lots of pick, lots of defensiveness even out of this comp with the Lulu ultimate, the Shen W, the Stand United. They do have a way of getting onto Jhin in the backline with that Gragas cast. But here we go, we're going into game number 3, do or die for both of these teams.
Let's see how they do it. Let's jump into it right now on the Rift.
Now actually, Crash with a little bit of innovation.
Whoa, look at this. The flash and exhaust coming out here. The hook does miss. The deadly flourish does, though. Is it enough damage? The flash forward, and there it is, first blood given to Praise Jhin, rather, as I struggle to get that one out, but they finally are able to convert a very early kill there.
Might flash this wall and go in on Tempt.
There it is. Out comes the ultimate. The Ahri ultimate is not out here. There's the Stand United, the flash out of there, and Bless flashing in. Will pay for it with his life. That is a double kill given to Crash.
Continues to just accelerate so far ahead. And we already talked about the superior scaling is in Longzhu's favor this game, and they're gonna make stuff get a little bit crazy up here in top lane.
Yeah, oh boy, he's all alone. The taunt comes out, the flash forward from Crash, and there's the burst damage. Graves now 3-0-1. And that might be first blood turret. Here comes the arrow. Will not hit any of them. But you can see Bless and Tempt are making their way up. There's the there's the cat. I just loved your reaction to that one. You guys couldn't see it, but Ellis was unhappy with that.
Now Ghost and Totoro do have initiative in bottom, and they're getting a lot of good poke down. Bless coming in. Remember, Stand United.
There's that hook. Where's the Stand United? The Wild Growth comes out. No Stand United yet. The cast to block him away. Here comes Fly with the Weaver's Wall. Stand United comes out, but down will go Totoro, and down will go Ghost. There's 5 members now with Expression teleporting in, grouping up and looking for even more kills. Crazy gonna get locked up. There's another one. Now with Graves sitting at, I think, 4 or 5-0. And what a huge turnaround there for Longzhu, getting so far ahead in this game.
Tended to be a lot more coin flippy than in previous games. Not really finding too much success. It always just, well, that thought is Crazy. It might be
Crazy in a bit of trouble, but the teleport coming out from Tempt, and look at how low Crash and Expression are. He lands the charm, he wants to turn it around, and he gets the kill. The arrow comes out. That means they will be able to secure the kill, but at least he does trade 1 for 1. Expression gets out alive. And they're actually going to turn this around. The box coming out. Ghost, lots of damage coming out. There is the Wild Growth, but it looks like BBQ may be able to turn this one. Although Crash still very fed. Gorilla trying to get out there. He will just barely. Crash going back in. He may pay for it with his life, but here comes Expression from behind. Tempt does clean up that kill in the back. Bless with very low mana, not able to do much. Nice taunt onto Fly, not able to get him into the fight, but really nice knockback there to get Bless away from the very low members of Longzhu, and they do convert onto a lot of different kills. Only Crash gonna go down here. Totoro, finally the curtain call comes out here at the end of the fight. Last kill given over to Prey, and that is an ace.
Just constantly keep knocking turrets down. They go where they please and they take whatever they want.
There's the arrow. They do hit Crash into the cast charm, so lots of CC onto Crash, but he lives. And there is the curtain call. Tempt will be knocked up. Ghost, though, in a bit of it's Crazy trying to taunt to guard everybody on his team. And eventually he does, but lots of low members on BBQ. There's the Weaver's Wall, though, using that to block out the members of BBQ here for quite a while. Down it will go, though.
Well, we've seen Baron throws before. Bless would need to be a superhero in order to keep BBQ alive in this game.
Oh, there's the stun coming out, only hits Expression. Moving on in, and no, he does not get it. And oh man, this is gonna be a slaughter. Down goes Bless. There comes the curtain call. The 4th shot hits Ghost in the back. especially coming in. And here comes Fly, the assassin. So many low members of BBQ, everybody flashing and trying to get away. Ghost getting locked up. Nice job there by Prey. That's going to be just 2 kills and the Baron.
Now they're going to be able to probably capture mid inhibitor as well before backing off.
Oh, and they might even be able to start a fight too. Totoro hitting a bunch of damage. In comes Cray with the taunt onto Crash, who's outputting so much damage, will not go down. Takes out Lulu in the back. Didn't even see her go down. Shen, doesn't matter how tanky he is, he will also get picked off. Temps, a nice little play there, but will pay for it with his life. Ghost just desperately trying to take away the minions. It looks like that will be game 3, going over to Longzhu in very fast fashion, unless BBQ can somehow pull this back. Not a lot of mana here on Expression, and Ghost is kiting him for quite a while, but Ghost will, oh, so close! Will die to the cannon minion there with the Baron buff.
At the very least, they should be able to get one of these Nexus turrets.
They're still fighting. And Blast, so many low members, how are they not dying? Crash has 19 health, had less before that. And they do finally take out the turret. It's almost like they're playing with their food at this point. They're almost 20,000 gold ahead.
18,000 gold lead at 25 minutes. This is almost unheard of. Tempt teleports in. He might actually die.
He's not even gonna kill him.
He just ended his whole career. He just did.
Oh man.
Oh man. Oh, I don't even know what to feel right now for Tempt.
That's gotta feel real bad.
The lone teleport in the base. They don't even care at this point. This is just about styling on BBQ. They're looking for some BBQ chicken, man.
Yeah, they want to fry him up real good with that olive oil they love to talk about. Either way, that's going to be a triple kill, and that's going to be game 3 going to Longzhu in 26 minutes and 13 seconds.